State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Blue Devils will put total leather and we'll get started. Coming out with it, it's Clinton. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. So Florida State's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Through the defense.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on him.
There he goes.
He's not out of bounds.
Just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting...
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone.
It was not out of bounds, man. He would have scored on that.
Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
So the Duke Blue Devils offense will have its first possession of the game. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Playing against a real defense, I think.
And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic.
Might be Butters.
That's exactly what happened.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man
Up of a
zone.
tackle.
That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Throws to the tight end.
No.
Pulls it in.
Get over
Man,
me.
this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
It might be
And the
91%.
Blue Devils are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end.
Look at that.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. When the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you
No,
know
I was going to say, he caught it.
situation, goal line, third down.
It's going to be big.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Quarterback strolling away from Heat.
Bumble.
He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Good job, boys.
Fourth down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he kept that one just
Almost
straight
clanked it.
enough to graze
Doink.
inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5.
Get back to the outside. Damn.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Here comes the Heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Noles will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The RPO, it's complete.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Gonna let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been, now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage.
It was so good on drive 1.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's
Butter
incomplete, and
cheeks.
fourth down's coming. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous. Chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rides the back on the option to give. And they swarm him under.
And I love this because you got second really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
All right, we got to score off of this next drive.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show
A
you.
little trap game for our users. Oof.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by 11 to North Carolina.
Looking for a crease to the left.
Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might as well stick with it. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire.
6.
It's complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. With the run on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressive play by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Oh.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It is good.
We gotta score a touchdown.
Lead here in the second. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points.
All right, we need a turnover.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field.
Give me the rock.
They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone.
Oh.
He's got it. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Opened the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The interception.
They have not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Looking for more room.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception of the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The room was way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Seminoles have taken it inside the 20. He wants to throw it again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
I have to sit him out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize it.
Wide open on the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Works the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught near the sticks. It's Clinton. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It's complete. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Clinton. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time's dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our guys.
Big possession.
Bobby
Big possession. God, we had a field goal in our back pocket.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense, I've got the lead. They've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Harris. Still running at the 35. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Blue Devils are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing. If you don't have successful runs, now it's second and long, and this offense, they haven't been in a great spot because physically they haven't been able to run the football.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That brings them to within one.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers.
Boys, protect.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, looking for a space. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Hand off from the shotgun.
What comes in there? Run it, Hanky.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so
Coach,
important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Peasy and Guaco, what up?
This drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack.
Turnover.
Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The play action fake. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And I love
What up?
when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Caught over.
No.
It's Harris. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with.
What games you playing now, Guapo?
You got that bond and that
What leagues you trying to get back into?
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why
trying to
they're down
join
the scoreboard right
R2C.
now, they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Blue Devils are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I got blitz.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Oh,
Sings it
gosh.
complete to the right.
What a
Touchdown,
dude.
Duke. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Clinton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17.
No
That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fires it down the seam. Pulls it in down the sideline.
Take that
Gets it to the
good job,
46-yard
boys.
line. First down for this offense. This offense absolutely humming
Freshman
as they
coming
come
in
to
here
the
and
line
dealing
again.
pretty well.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Clinton. Nice gain on that
It's almost
play, but a
disastrous
little bit
right
short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the
Almost a
QB on
bad
the out
decision.
route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Leaves it with the running back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State
Yeah, very
has the
soon,
lead.
please.
And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Knowles will
I
send
should
out the
know.
punt
I
unit.
should just throw the ball.
He'll make a fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
I just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Now on the option. He'll pitch it.
No.
There he
No.
goes.
No.
And that's what this
How does
option
that
will
work?
do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. And the Blue Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Harris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They go to the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15. And let's see what they do on fourth. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. It is perfect. They have taken the lead here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Texas Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing.
Never be easy.
Red Raiders. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Never be
Now the
easy.
defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
You know, in a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it's up 4th down.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Got his man down.
What was that, dude?
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Oh my gosh, the chew clock is ridiculous.
Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Gives it on the option. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Spits it out to the back.
I know he's going to miss it.
Just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I mean,
he's going to let it go. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 1st down. Pass passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And back to the air on 2nd down. On target over the middle. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Ball is at the 35. It's
I got a
1st and
freshman
10.
kicker too.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Turning it on.
Oh my gosh.
That is called with
Oh my
just a
gosh.
single second left.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
All the plays, all
Holy
the plans,
cow.
all the schemes,
He almost
and
didn't
it
get
will
down.
be decided on this kick. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And this will be for the win.
Holy cow.
And it's good. The short field goal for the game. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week. These 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Holy cow, brother. Ooh. Clemson.